Did you know over 60% of first-time clients do not return for a second visit? That is so painful, but it doesn't have to be that way. That's where Maya comes in. Maya is the ultimate marketing software for the beauty and wellness industry. We have a proprietary funnel utilizing special algorithms to help connect the right consumers with the right providers at your business. This means that Maya helps you get higher spending clients you love to work with who stay the long haul. If you want to increase your revenue, increase your client count, increase your average ticket, and increase your new client retention, then you need Maya. Go to joinmaya.com to set up your own personal virtual tour and see why over 500,000 consumers have trusted Maya and the businesses we work with to find their perfect beauty and wellness pro. We promise you will love Maya.
For joining me, this is Kati Whitledge with a Beyond the Technique podcast. And this is our second launch of our mini podcast, our little shorts, to just give you more value. And I like being with you. So these are going to be little short topics. And today we're talking about the spender versus the saver. There are two types of people who like to spend money and people who don't. Guess which one I am? I think a lot of beauty industry pros, for the most part, we kind of like to spend. We are allured by the new shiny penny sometimes. But you're going to hear today some of the nuances between the spender and the saver. And why this is important is because if you can identify who's sitting in your chair, you're going to be able to summarize what matters most to them and how can you approach that relationship. This all stemmed from my sitting down to write the book. I was in total flow state. It's called From First Date to Forever. I have the link in our show notes for you to get your own copy. You can get it on Amazon, or if you want a signed copy from me, you can go and get it from our show notes, and I will personally sign and send that to you. But it's called From First Date to Forever, How to Market Like a Matchmaker. I wrote this to show you the parallels between the customer buying journey and the parallels of dating. Like when people are seeking love, they have a desire for love, what that dating life is like, how they find that special someone and end up in a committed, long-lasting relationship, because it's so similar to what customers go through. Now, why is this important? So at the end of the day, we want to identify who our buyer is, and we have these nuances. For example, the spender versus the saver. So today I'm going to just share with you the difference between the two. Okay, let's start with the spender because they are near and dear to my heart. Here's a little profile about the spender. The spender is impulsive. They are about immediate gratification. They value convenience. These are the people who are like, yes, I'll upgrade to valet, or I'll upgrade to first class, or I'll upgrade whatever you're immediately offering me that makes this experience in the moment more comfortable and awesome. I'm probably going to say yes to. That is the immediate gratification and valuing convenience. That's the spender. They are triggered by promises of transformation. Are you kind of pulled into Instagram ads where you see something like a promise to transform your health, your life, your fashion, like that immediate, oh my gosh, I could be wildly different if I go and do this. Like, this is who I've always wanted to be. This represents the dream version of myself, like that fantasy life version. And we can be triggered to spend based on promises of transformation and also one-click purchases. Spenders want things to be quick and easy. If you make it like double click Apple Pay on your phone using the shop app, whatever, Apple Pay, like boom, done. They have this hope of being seen as popular or unique. They want to have that little edge visually, in public, and just their persona in general. They like to be seen as unique. Spenders have FOMO big time. They have a fear of missing out on trends, exclusive offers, or experiences. If you send an email to a spender that says, last chance to get in on this, or we almost sold out, back in stock, like they are going to have FOMO and they're going to go after it. I feel so embarrassed to share this with you, but I will go and shop on my favorite online stores. And I'll just bring up one example would be like Free People. And so if I'm on the Free People website and I'm shopping, I like have this tendency to build carts. So I'll build my cart up and then I'll be like, no, I shouldn't spend this money. And do I really need this? I already have 5 black shirts. Do I need another black shirt? We all have how many? Like, are we not creatures of habit where we buy the same exact thing and just a little bit of a different variance? I do this with workout clothes all the time. Um, but my biggest fear, it was just terrible to admit, is that by the time I want that thing, I'll go back and it'll say, like, this is sold out in your size. Or I'll be like following something and I'll go to finally pull the trigger and it'll be like, nope, not available in your size or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I knew it. I knew I should have just got it when I wanted it. And it makes the heart grow fonder. Now it becomes this thing that you see, you needed that, you wanted it, and you should have just got it the first time. It becomes a really, it's a spiraling thing. This could be an addiction. This is not great. So the spenders have major FOMO, and they have a fear of also being seen as cheap or uninformed. So they don't want to seem like they're not in the loop on the trends or what is the it thing in each category right now. I will say one of my favorite things is hanging around my Gen Z stylists. I think they are literally the hardest working, smartest, most resourceful. Just, I love them. They're the most incredible workers and most inspiring. They do better hair in like a year than I did after trying to be behind the chair for years. Like they just get it. Um, I love being around them because they keep me informed. I will say, what does this mean? This lingo. When I wear an outfit and they were like, oh, Katie, that outfit is giving. I'll be like, okay, what does that mean? I just want to make sure that it's not like something super inappropriate, which it is, right? But it's like, I want to know to your generation, what does this mean? I want to be informed. Because I'm the spender, I want to know. I would never in my life buy the New Balance grandpa shoes that are on trend, except all my little Gen Zs are wearing them and they're cool. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just give it a shot. I also had a friend, you know who you are, who reached out. She's a salon owner in New Jersey. And she's like, Katie, I promise you, these are cool and they're super comfortable. Like you will love them. And guess what? I do love them. They are so comfortable. I wear them walking, shopping, working out, everywhere. They are awesome. And to me, a good spend. So, but I'm a spender. Here's the summary. The spender, and this is the most important part, the spender wants to feel special. So, what's your big takeaway? If you have somebody in your chair who you can identify as a spender based on some of these profiling characteristics, do your best to make them feel special. I will tell you, I have a business, well, lots of them. The businesses I choose to do business with are those that kind of think about me in special ways when I'm not in. They'll reach out to me and remember, hey, how did that treatment go? Some of you know that I've been down this major journey of weight loss and transforming my own personal life to be the most fittest, energetic person I could ever possibly be. I don't feel like I've totally arrived, but if you have followed along, you will see like I have come so far. I'm very thankful for that. It is literally all about the people that have been my advocates, my coaches, my help in my life. So if I went in for, let's say, some skin removal procedures, which I did have my neck skin removed, I've had people follow up out of nowhere. Like, hey, I wanted to check in. How are you doing? And these are providers that I pay money to for care who I would never necessarily expect to remember me a week, later after my appointment to say, hey, I know you were about to go do that thing. How did it go? I'm thinking about you. Like, if you have a spender in your chair, do whatever you can to make them feel special before, during, and after their visit. Pretend like they're your BFF. And what ways would you treat your BFF? if you saw a funny meme on social media, would you DM your BFF and say, "Oh my gosh, this made me think of you"? Probably. Are there ways that you could do that for your clients who really are your top A clients? Those are the clients that spend the most money with you. They'll buy everything that you tell them to, again, because they're spenders, right? So they're going to be dream clients. So treat them like that and do special things for them before, during, and after their visit. Now you have the saver. Let me share a bit about the saver. Um, Sometimes opposites attract. So I married my opposite. If anybody knows, my husband is very analytical, very logical, very frugal. He has spent big money on techie things that I may not see the value in, but he does. And he's calculated the cost. Let me tell you that, because this is what a saver is like. A saver is disciplined. They are not an instant gratification or immediate gratification person. They actually pause and think logically if this is a smart decision. They are resourceful people, always looking for others' opinions. They'll do the research. I'll hear from a friend that going to this place or this restaurant or this trip is awesome. And I'm like, sold, don't need to tell me twice. Let's go. And a saver will be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just because one person said it's great doesn't mean it's true. And they will go and research the crap out of it, right? A saver is risk averse. They will do anything to make sure that they have not made a poor decision. They don't want to take big risks. They will calculate the cost of every aspect to spending in any way. They value stability and security. So if you have a saver in your chair, they want to know that you are going to be able to repeat the quality of service every single time. It's often tied to not just the conversation, but also the technical aspects of your work. Both have to be a part of the story, no matter what customer is sitting in your chair. But the saver definitely wants to feel secure in coming to see you. So you can't be moving around or being flex schedule with a saver. They want that stability in that relationship with you. Their biggest fear is being manipulated. They don't want to feel like they're being marketed to or sold to, or basically don't bullshit me, right? They have a bullshit radar where they're like, I can tell you're just selling to me, this isn't genuine, and they do not want to be manipulated into buying anything that they really won't use or have value in. Because the saver fears wasting money and losing financial control. See, the saver does never want to. They might have areas of their life they are not completely disciplined in, but when it comes to money, they are in complete control and they will do whatever it takes to stay on budget. If it's not in the budget this month, it doesn't happen this month, right? Like, this is the saver. They desire being viewed as responsible. So the spender wants to be viewed as popular or unique. The saver wants to be looked at in high regard, by the way, respected, but they want to be viewed because they're responsible. They want to be like, wow, you are very responsible. And they value that big time. At the end of the day, the one thing that you need to remember about the saver is they want to feel smart. So the spender wants to feel special and the saver wants to feel smart. What will make them feel smart when they're sitting in your chair? Have you thought about that? Well, just affirming that they're making a great decision. When you're talking to them about product, literally spelling it out. Hey, today you may be spending more than you've ever spent on this pomade, but this will not have polymers, plastics, or any other forever chemicals that are really affecting your hair. I don't want to see you have buildup on your scalp and have premature thinning that's not really tied to hormones or it's not necessary for you. You want to keep your hair and scalp healthy and have the most hair growth possible. I'd like you to invest a little bit more. Now, if we amortize how long this is going to last for you, this is you're going to spend every day that you use it about 45 cents, and this should last you 3 months. Oh my gosh, what a different way to talk to somebody about product than if it were me sitting in the chair and you said, Literally, your hair's never looked better. Look at the shine. You look 5 years younger. I'm like sold. But a saver, if you recognize that somebody in your chair is a saver, you might have a different conversation with them so that they can feel affirmed, like they are making a smart decision by working with you. So, how can you identify if somebody's special or a saver or a spender? Just notice their emotions, their reactions, and look it. At the end of the day, here's what you need to do. If it's hard to identify the buyer sitting in your chair, it's very simple. All you need to do is make sure that you treat every single client like they're special and they're smart. If you help make them feel special and smart, you'll never lose in that relationship, and you will be setting yourself up and them up for success. So I hope you love today's little short podcast and you got value out of this. If you did, please share it with somebody that you know. It can be in or out of this industry, because truly anybody who works with clients and buyers, this is a nuance across the board that can benefit anybody that's in sales that works with customers. If you love this platform, please, friends, leave us a 5-star review so that more people like yourself will discover Beyond the Technique, where we're here to change the way that you are supported in your business. Until next time, have an awesome day and stay strong.